thoughts and stories and questions to special guests who bring interesting perspectives every time. Join us on the Midday during your afternoon drive. The Midday, weekdays 1 to 3 p.m. on QBS.
Welcome back to the Midday Show. Time now is 2 o'clock on the dot here in the studio. We are currently in the second and final hour of the Midday Show, and it's time to kickstart our interview with our guest right here in the studio. I am joined by Rachid Sallakh.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
I'm trying my best with your last name.
No, that's fine. That was correct.
So you're an interior architect designer with over 20 years of experience. He earned his master's degree in interior architecture from Lebanese University in 2004. He's currently the senior interior architect, designer, and ID projects manager at the private engineering office. In addition to his professional work, he is also a trainer, having recently developed a workshop on the ABCs of interior design with Raya Center as a capstone for his training certificate completion. So it's great to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
This is the first time we're diving into the topic of interior architecture or design.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting for professionals and non-professionals. This is why I created the workshop ABC to interior design. It was dedicated to non-professionals, so everyone knows the basics of interior design.
I see. Now, let's just get straight into it. So, beyond aesthetics, how does a well-designed space directly impact a person's mood, productivity, and overall sense of well-being?
Okay, a well-designed space make people feel calmer. How many people of us, we went somewhere, we felt that we feel good about this place or we don't feel good about this place. It's the entire experience that you have in a specific location or in a specific place, starting from the good lighting to the layout. Some places it reduces stress or it boosts energy, and sometimes you can feel that the interior design of a certain space can give you more focus and give you more productivity. It's not always about the aesthetics. This is the core idea about having interior designer or to do interior design.
I see. Now, you're passionate about teaching interior design to people. What drives this passion, and what do you believe is the single best misconception people have about this field in general?
Okay, the biggest misconception that people have about this about interior design is that interior design is only about decoration and aesthetics. In reality, it's about function, comfort, creating spaces that supports well-being, creativity, and productivity. So watching this, or my passion came actually from seeing how design can truly changes people's lives.
I see.
Yeah.
And how does that, what is the sense that you get after you complete a project and you see the client's face?
Well, first of all, I really like to see them satisfied. I like to see them surprised. These two things gives me a push to keep my passion on.
Now, we were talking off air and we said, it is sometimes hard working with your passion because, you said that this is something that you've been passionate about since you were much younger.
Yes. It starts from learning the basics. When you have all the basics, then when you come to the market, you will be shocked that you have different cultures, different backgrounds, different thoughts that people they brought it from their childhood maybe. So it's a challenge and a conflict for us. But with the correct studies and with correct researches, we can reach and achieve the perfect result for the client.
That sounds amazing. In short, Rachid, what are the A, B, and C's of interior design?
Well, it's very easy. A for arrangement. How you place the furniture in coordination with the space's function. It has direct relation on how you walk in the space. B stands for balance, the visual balance of everything. Also, it's in the texture and the colors, the shapes, and the sizes of the items that you have. This balance will create a visual balance. So when you go somewhere, you will feel that there is a balance. It comes from materials or textures or even colors. And for the C, it's making sure that the space feels comfort. So C for comfort, making sure that the space feels good to live in and serves your needs.
Now, what simple, small tips make big changes in a room? And can you share with our listeners, tips that they can apply at home?
Okay, listen, this is something I always say. Decide an identity. Have your own identity before you start anything. Second, clear the clutter. By clearing the clutter, you feel that the energy is flowing in the space. If possible, let some natural light in. You can add a plant, but I also here insist plants has to be natural plants for the energy that it gives. And you can use mirrors. You don't have to use the clear mirrors, for example. You can use like the smoke type mirrors just to give more space and depth. But here I insist on something. Do not put your mirrors facing a door or a window, because this will chase out the energy.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, you can add your own small touches. Yani make it personalized. It's about you. It's not about the trend. It's not about the hype. It's about you.
Right. That's a good tip to remember when
always
wanting to change things.
Yeah, have an identity and start from there.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I'm curious about is, how did you discover you had this talent for, interior architecture and design? Because you said that we were speaking off air that you have to have a talent for this.
Sure. Listen, you can feel this since your early ages. If you're someone that likes to keep his stuff arranged, if you're someone who likes to declutter everything, and you can see and you can read the what do we call them, the signs that surrounds you.
Right.
In a room or in a space, and you can change it, so you have the talent. Then here comes the role of your parents. If they can catch this and they will help you to convert it to education, this will be perfect.
Okay, fair enough. Very valid. Now, a lot of people think good design requires a huge budget. What are your best tips for creating a beautiful and functional space on a tight budget?
Okay, I'll tell you something. Whether you're on a tight budget or on a budget, what I recommend is always start with what you already own. By other meanings, I mean recycle. Maybe you don't hate the chair. Maybe you hate the fabric color, or you hate the wood color.
Right.
So start by recycling.
My mom does that.
It's a very clever idea, by the way.
Yeah, she changes the covers of our couch. Yeah.
Yes. Rearrange the furniture. Paint the wall. Choose one wall to fix, for example, wallpaper. This is a very small budget that you can make, like 15 square meters for 500 riyals, for example. So out of these you can have, or for example, you can invest in one piece or two pieces, have a statement item, instead of changing everything, because creativity is often more powerful than the money that you have or you don't have.
Right. Fair. That's very, very fair.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't need more space. You just need to declutter, or you need less stuff.
Fair. No, I recently changed gyms, and I didn't realize how much the interior design of a gym mattered, because the new gym that I go to, it's not as big as my old one, but it's so bright. Like there's a lot of windows, there's a lot of brightness, so it seems much bigger than it actually is.
This is one of the things that it happens to me. I go to a gym, then suddenly I stop. Then I found out that I need a gym where I can see the light, the natural light, I don't like the gyms with low ceilings. These matters for everyone.
Right.
Sometimes you feel it. Sometimes you feel like you're in a small box or a dark box or a tight box.
Right.
So this is why I'm recommending always to have natural light. Keep the ceilings high. Choose a space that looks like you.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that makes a lot of sense. Brightness, obviously, it attracts more
Yes,
people.
natural light attracts more people and
good energy.
Yes,
for
extremely
sure.
good energy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, what is the most important piece of advice that you would give to a listener who is inspired but still feels maybe intimidated to start their own design journey and make their home feel truly like them?
Let me tell you, everyone has a small designer inside him. Even when you start to arrange your drawers, this is coming from the small designer inside you. So start small. Choose one corner. Maybe you can choose one shelf to test where you will go with your ideas and with your passion in designing something. Add something personal like a photo or a favorite color or an object that tells your story or a memory. Step by step, the space will reflect you definitely.
Amazing.
But you need to start somewhere.
Right, of course. And as you said, it's always best to start with what you already have.
Yes. The recycling is a key feature in nowadays.
As I said, my mom does it. She does it with one of our couches.
I think all our moms did that before.
Yeah, to be honest.
Even nowadays, we do this.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It's
And
inherited.
a friend will come to you and say, listen, I cannot stand this sofa. I said, listen, before you throw it, before you buy a new one, let me do something. If you like it, you'll pay for it. If you don't like it, it's a gift. So yeah, it's important to have this mentality of recycling.
Right. Now, before we take it back to the playlist, I do want to ask you very quickly if you can share with us maybe 2 funny stories that happened to you while doing an interior design project.
Well, let me tell you about the funniest and recent one. Once I was asked by a client here in Qatar. She's a busy single mom. She has 2 boys. She asked me to handle her new apartment makeover.
Right.
She trusted me because I already did the previous project for her. She gave me the requirement, she gave me the keys and the budget. And she let me do everything from A to Z. On the delivery date, I asked her to surprise the kids right after school. So, while we were touring the apartment, we reached one of the boys' bedrooms. We opened the door and I was like shocked. I froze. I couldn't say a word. The wallpaper had extra designs all over it. But before I could say a word, the client shouted, "Wow, that wallpaper looks so real." And I like the handmade touches on it. The truth was
It was handmade.
No, it was her son. It was her son had sneaked in with his school bag and turned the wallpaper onto his art project.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's a listener to QBS. From here, I would like to tell her, "Hey Rima, I would like to tell you that it wasn't me. That was your son, and the designs on the wallpaper wasn't part of my job.
Right. It was absolutely handmade.
It was her son, handmade by her son."
Wow. Very creative.
Yeah.
And this is what you're saying. Everyone has a little designer in them.
This is it. He brought out his little designer on my new wallpaper.
On your new wallpaper.
Yeah.
On your just newly
Yeah,
finished project.
I'm glad she liked it. And
Yeah,
this was my reaction. I said, "Listen, I'm glad you liked it," and I kept silent.
Right. Is there any other
Until today.
stories? Until today.
Yeah, I had another story. It's also a funny story for cat lovers. Once we were in a showroom, like choosing some fabrics and a selection of materials, the client came with her cat.
Valid.
Valid with her cat. She made the cat feel the fabric. She said, I'm serious. She said, "If my cat will feel happy with this fabric, it means this is the fabric for us.
For us.
If not, for us. If not, I will not take this selection." Imagine a small sneeze from her cat made her reject like 3 or 4 fabrics.
You know what? I'm a cat mom. I
Uh-huh.
completely understand. I have 3 cats.
Uh-huh.
And I will never choose anything that makes them uncomfortable.
Well, and that day I was thinking, I'm not the designer here.
The
The cat is.
The cat is the one
Yes.
choosing. Okay. Lastly, Rashid, what is the last thing that you would like to share with our listeners?
Okay. This is a tip, or these are tips for life. Don't be afraid of design. As we said before, you have a little designer inside you. Your home doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to feel like you. Start small, enjoy the process, and let your space tell your story. And don't be fooled by everything you see on social media concerning interior design ideas or trends, because trends and styles and hypes will not last more than a year or two. But your signature or your identity that you put in your project or in your space will last as long as it's pleasing for you and your needs.
Right.
So, and one more thing, have an identity, and you don't have to do your project that looks like your sister or your neighbor or anyone. It's like fingerprints. Everyone should have his own style and design sense.
And everyone does, whether they admit it or not. They do.
Yeah, but sometimes you feel that I want to do like this one. I want to do like, I want to copy this design. I want to copy my cousin's house.
Yeah.
This is I don't really recommend.
Okay.
So you don't later on get bored of this
Right.
one when you see someone's else projects.
Fair. No, it's very, very valid. I
Yeah.
think it's very practical advice as well. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, Rashid. This has been a great conversation with you.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me, and I wish all the listeners a good time with your show.
Well, thank you so much. The pleasure
Thank
was
you.
absolutely all ours. And hopefully we can bring you back into the studio. I'm sure Mariam can arrange something.
Inshallah. I'm
Inshallah.
ready anytime because this is a very big subject.
It is.
We
It's
can
vast.
share more.
We can, for sure.
Yeah.